There are over 14 ways to monetize your message from your nonfiction book. But today we're going to talk about the 6 virtual products every author needs to build their digital dynasty. The number one question I get from authors who are just starting to produce products and services from their book is, where do I start? Well, it depends on where you are in the process. If you are just starting, then the 6 products we're going to talk about today is where you should begin. Let's go. Hey, I'm Vanessa Collins. I am a publishing coach and certified digital marketing strategist, and I teach people how to print money using their knowledge. Well, one of the easiest ways to do that is by writing a book. But today, we're going to talk about going beyond the book, and we're going to cover the 6 virtual products every author needs to build their digital dynasty. Now, stay tuned to the end because I have a special gift for you that's going to pull it all together in a special $10,000 plan that you can use for your book or book idea. The first product you should consider creating are workshops. Now, workshops allow you to teach a portion of your book. Now, these sessions can be as short as 60 minutes or as long as 2 to 4 hours. Now, this is where you take a concept from your book and you do a deep dive. It can be live or it could be virtual. Now, I love virtual because it expands your audience base and it's so much easier to repurpose the recordings and repackage it and put that content in your online store. You can probably make a workshop from every chapter of your book. Now, in terms of price, workshops are usually priced anywhere from $25 all the way up to about $397. Now, of course, you may see workshops that are priced less or are priced more, but this is pretty much the average. Next are online courses. You can take that same content from your book and turn it into a digital online course. If you have a 10-chapter book, you can turn that into a 10-week course. Or you can take 3 or 4 chapters of your book and turn it into a 6-week course. You can teach it with a live virtual audience, or you could pre record it. And then you can take those recordings and put them in your online store. That way, they become an evergreen product that people can buy at any time. Now, the price for online courses range anywhere from $97 to $997. You can also offer a coaching program that helps your clients implement the principles that you teach in your book. You should have both one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching programs available. The time frame could be 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months. Now, although coaching programs and online courses can be similar, coaching programs typically are more implementation driven, while online courses are more information driven. Coaching programs also require more of your time and more access to you. If you have a course and a coaching program about the same topic, many times you will include the recordings from the online course in your coaching program. Now, coaching programs are priced higher because it's more time with you, it's more access to you. These programs can range anywhere from $997 all the way up to $30,000. Next are eBooks. Ebooks are more than just an electronic version of your paperback book. It is an electronic version of your paperback book, but it provides a gateway to instant access to everything about you, your business, and your brand. For instance, if you're reading a paperback book and you get to the point, that part where the author says, if you want to download these additional bonuses, go to this website. Now, in order to do that, you have to put the book down, go to your computer, pick up your phone, put in the web address, then follow the directions there. Normally, there's a form you have to fill out. They are using this for lead generation, which is good and is something you should be doing as well. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But if they are reading the Kindle ebook version of your book, all they have to do is click the link because the links in your ebook are live. That link is going to automatically take them to the page. It's going to open up a new window or a new screen. They can fill out the information. They'll get the download in their email, and they can go back and watch that, download the document when they are ready. And then they can easily go back to right where they were in reading your book. Now, I want you to think about how many times have you read a book or listened to an audiobook and the author said that pitch and you thought to yourself, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to that website. And it never happened. You never got around to it. That's one of the great things about eBooks. Because the links are live, you can do it right then. Now, if you have a paperback book that is not a workbook, you should have a Kindle version of your book available. Every nonfiction book should have a lead magnet. And the reason for this is simple. Amazon will give you money all day long, but what they will not give you is the names and email addresses of the people who have bought your book. That information is gold. Those people have not only raised their hand to say that they're interested in your book topic, they've raised their hand to say they're interested in your perspective of that topic. These are people who could be interested in your workshop, your online courses, and your coaching programs. We need to know who these people are. So we have to get a little creative to get that information. We have to get those people on our email list. Now, listen, ebooks are by no means a way that you are going to get rich. Pricing for ebooks usually somewhere between 99 cents and $9.99, with $2.99 to $4.99 being the sweet spot. You're not going to make a lot of money from your Kindle ebook, but you can get a lot of leads and you can nourish those leads so that they may buy your higher price programs, your workshops, your online courses, and your coaching programs. Are you finding this information to be helpful? If so, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications. Next are workbooks. You can create worksheets and exercises based on the content of your book. Now, while you may use your paperback book as curriculum for your online course, you will probably want to use your workbook as the curriculum for your coaching program. Remember, your coaching program is all about helping your clients implement. It's not just about giving them information. So you want them to answer questions, journal, write out where they are in the process of whatever it is you're teaching, whatever theories, whatever framework, whatever principles you're teaching, you want them to capture that information. How do you come up with this content? Well, think about how you would engage your clients if you were teaching this, if you were teaching on this topic. For instance, let's say we had a book on forgiveness and we were doing a workbook on it. So let's say one of the chapters dealt with forgiving yourself. We could create some worksheets and work through that. One question could be, what is it that you haven't forgiven yourself about? And we would have a space for them to write that out. If it's faith based, you may have a place for them to write scriptures about forgiveness and the importance of forgiveness. On another page, you may have them write out why they need to forgive themselves and how this is holding them back. As you do these worksheets for each chapter of your book, you can put them together and come up with your workbook. And then you can use this as the curriculum for your coaching program. Workbooks are priced a little bit differently than paperback books, and you can actually get away with charging more for a workbook. Workbooks range anywhere from $20 up to about $59. Finally, let's talk about your e-store. You can take the recordings from your workshops, your online courses, and offer them as a digital product in your e-store. Now, this is a great way to repurpose your content, and your clients don't have to wait for the next time you offer the course. They can go and get the course instant access. Now, there are a ton of ways to do this. You can use a third-party platform like Thinkific or Kajabi. You can even use a platform like Gumroad. You can also use WooCommerce and put it on your own website. Again, there are tons of ways to do this. Now, the price for things in your online store can vary. So I have things in my online store as low as $25 if it's an item on sale, all the way up to about $497. It really depends on the product. So for instance, I may have a workshop that was $97 to attend live. I may put that replay of the workshop in my store for $97. And then from time to time, I may actually put it on sale for $25. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do any additional work. So it doesn't hurt me to take something that was $100 and put it on sale for $25. So let's put together a $10,000 product line plan for your book or book idea. Now, remember from my previous video, I consider a best-selling book as one that you can create at least $10,000 from products and services based on that book. How many books do you need to make $10,000? If you make $10 profit per book, you're looking at about 1,000 copies. That's 1,000 people you have to sell your book to. Now remember, most authors sell less than 250 copies of their book. So let's see if we can find some other ways to get to that $10,000 goal. Let's start with the low-hanging fruit. If you have a book, create a Kindle and make sure you have a lead magnet in it. Now, if you don't know about lead magnets, make sure you watch my video about list building for authors. I will make sure to put the link in the description and the show notes. You can use your ebook for list building. Just offer a free gift, such as a few worksheets, a digital planner, a digital journal, in exchange for their email address. Your goal is to get 50 people on your email list every month. Here's a tip. You can promote your lead magnet to people who haven't even bought your book. Once you have put it together and you have that landing page, you don't just have to promote it with your book. You can promote it on social media. You can promote it when you're speaking on summits or podcasts. You can promote it at any time. So now is the time to plan a workshop. This is a great way to introduce people to you as a trainer, right? So you're going to make a list of 6 topics from your book that you can create a workshop from. Have a workshop every 2 months. Your goal is to get 10 people in that workshop every time you offer it. It could be the same workshop, or you can offer a different workshop every other month. It's up to you. But remember, we just made a list of 6 workshops, so you can use that list. So you're going to charge $25 for this workshop, especially if you're just starting out. So 25 times 10 people, that's $250 every time you do it. Next is your workbook. You're going to create a workbook based on your book, and your goal is going to be to sell 50 workbooks. Now, you can price your workbook at $20, and you should profit around 15. So 50 books times 15 is $750. Next is your online course. You're going to run a 6-week class every quarter. Now, pricing wise, if you're just starting out, you may price it somewhere between $25 and $50 per week. So for 6 weeks, for a 6-week class, we're looking at $150 to $250. Your goal is to get 10 people in that class every time it's offered. If you do this 4 times a year, we're talking about $1,500 to $2,500 every time you offer it. Next is your coaching program. Now, this is the program where you help your clients implement what you teach in your book. And you're going to develop a 12-week program, that's 3 months, and you're going to price it around $59 a week, which over 12 months is about $700. Your goal is to get 5 people in that program every quarter. So you're going to develop this program, and then you're going to run it every quarter. Finally, your digital store. You're going to take your workbook, the recordings from your online courses, the recordings from your workshops, and put them in your online store. You can even take content that you've done for free and sell it in your online store. So if you have done some Facebook Lives, webinars, you can take that content, especially if it's good content, you can package it and put it in your online store. Now, I'm not talking about fluff. There's a lot of you guys that do really great content on your Facebook Lives. Take that information, download that information. Extra tip here. You should be downloading your Facebook Lives. That is your content. Make sure you download it so you can repurpose it by putting it in your online store. You may want to put it on your website. You may not want to put it anywhere, but it is your content. So make sure you download it, because if you ever lose access to your Facebook account, you may not be able to download those videos. You can package your Facebook Lives in a series. So if you did a 3-part series on Facebook Live, you can put that in your store for $10, $15, $25. It doesn't have to be a $97 program in your store. You can have some other things in your store that are inexpensive. You may be asking, Vanessa, why would people pay for something that they could get free? It's out there. It's out there on Facebook. It's out there on Instagram. Why would someone pay for it? Convenience. Have you ever bought something from a gas station other than gas? Probably. Was it more expensive? Absolutely. Why did you buy it? Because it was convenient and you wanted it right then. Every week, put something for sale in your online store. If you sold 10 $25 items every week, we're talking $250 a week. Let me let that sink in. $250 a week. That's $1,000 a month from content that you have already created. All right, So let's add up this digital dynasty revenue plan. Your ebook, 50 people per month, over the course of the year, you would have 600 new people on your list. And this isn't 600 random people. This is 600 targeted people that are interested in your topic. Your workbook, 50 sales, $750. Now you can use this money to pay for ads, to pay for the platforms that you're using to host some of this other stuff. Your workshops, $250 6 times a year. If you're doing your workshops every other month, that's $1,500. Your online courses, $1,500 every time you do it. If you do it 4 times a year, that is $6,000. Your coaching program, that's $3,500 every time you do it. If you can get 5 people in it 4 times a year, that's $14,000. Your digital content, your e-store, $250 per week. When you add that up across a year, you're looking at $13,000. So over the course of the year, you're looking at over $35,000 plus 600 people on your list. Now you may be saying, well, Vanessa, what if I can't get 10 people into my online course? What if I can't sell 50 workbooks? What if I can't get 5 people into my coaching program? Well, let's say you only did 50% of this. You're still looking at $17,000. What if you only did 25% of this? You're still looking at $7,000. That's not a bad side hustle. And then, of course, there is room to scale and grow. You can offer longer courses. You can have a higher ticketed program. You can even add conferences and virtual events to the mix. You can even have paid speaking opportunities. Yes, people can pay you to speak on your stage. If you have a stage and you have people speaking and they are promoting their product, you should have an affiliate partnership with them if they sell to people that's in your audience. It's a win-win for everyone. What's your next logical step? Well, if you have no list, you must start list building. So make sure you watch the video, List Building for Authors. Now, if you do have a list, it's time to start with a workshop. So make sure you watch my video, 7 Tips for Creating Powerful Workshops from your book.